So steps in modeling in TensorFlow. How will we create a model and how will we train it in TensorFlow? So there are three typical steps. The first step is creating a model. In this step, what we do is we decide the number of neurons in the input layer, number of hidden layers and the neurons in each of those hidden layers, and the number of neurons in the output layer. That means we decide the architecture here, right? The input layer, hidden layers, and the output layer, and a number of neurons in each of those layers. So that is the first step, creating the model. We are defining a structure here actually, right? So that's the first step. In the second step, we what is called it is called as compiling a model. In this, we decide what is the loss function to be used in each of those layers and what is the optimizer. Optimizer means how your model will be trained, right? So that is called as optimizer. So we decide what is the performance measurement or performance measure, that is called as loss, right? We decide the loss, whether it's mean squared error or mean absolute error, we decide it here. And we also decide the optimizer, whether it's a SGD or ADAM or any other optimizer, right? So in the second step, we decide how will you measure the performance and how will you train the model. So that is called as compiling a model, right? So creating a model, deciding the structure, the input layer, hidden layer, the output layer, and the number of neurons in each of those layers. In the second step, this is compiling a model, right? And the third step is called as fitting a model. So this is where we do the actual model training, right? Training a model means that we will tell the model if we get the input x1, the output is y1 for that input. We also give input x2, the output is y2 for that input. So we are telling the model if this is the input, this is the output, right? That is called as training a model. So what will happen with this? With this model will try to discover the patterns in the data, right? That means what is the relationship between input and output, right? So that is called as pattern finding. So model will try to find the pattern in the data. It will try to decide. It will try to find the relationship between input and output, right? So we'll train. That is called as model training, right? So that is the third step, right? Fitting a model means we train the model here, right? So creating a model, compiling a model, and fitting a model. These are three steps, right? In any neural network which will create, which we will create in the TensorFlow. So these are the three steps. This is the broader view, create a broader view of the neural network creation, right? Okay, so we'll see the code for this in the next video.